But we're going to step into our next countdown, and that is the top 5 moments of the week. Coming in at number 5 is just a quick news blurb that I read on the main page for the last couple of days. It seems Shelton Benjamin may be returning back to the WWE. After being fired last year, he's been in Ring of Honor and doing some great things with Charlie Haas as his tag team partner. They may even be set up for a tag team title shot soon against the Ring of Honor tag champions, the Kings of Wrestling. But Shelton had a great dark match this past Monday before Raw, and the WWE is looking into re-sign him. So if that's the case, bring on the gold standard. Coming in at number 4, I recently saw a video of a certain American Idol contestant talking badly about John Cena. He said that he's quite frankly tired of John Cena. Well, I don't think that this young man has a right to talk badly about anyone. Right now he's on a show that randomly picks the next big singing star. And you know what? Ain't none of their singing stars even made it. Okay? So what does this young man have to even think about trying to say John Cena is getting boring and played out and he's tired of it? It's not his place. You know what I'm bored of? You know what I think is tired and played out? American Idol. Okay? So maybe you should have tried to get signed to a regular record deal without being on TV, without wearing yourself out, and leave good, hard-working people like John Cena and The Miz and The Rock alone. Okay? I know he didn't say anything that big of a deal, but he was out of line in my opinion. Coming in at number 3 is the opening from this past Thursday night's Impact. It started out as Sting giving out his championship address. Okay? He was then interrupted by Hulk Hogan. He was then further interrupted by Mr. Kennedy. Then interrupted by Jeff Hardy. And finally interrupted by Rob Van Dam. I don't know how much money TNA has on a microphone budget, but they have way too many microphones out this past Thursday night. Okay? Hulk Hogan claims that Sting took his ball and went home. Mr. Anderson wants his return title shot. So does Jeff Hardy, and so does Rob Van Dam. All this really led us to was a decent tag match for the main event, and it will now be Rob Van Dam taking on Mr. Anderson for the #1 contendership at Victory Road, and Sting defending the World Heavyweight title against Jeff Hardy at Victory Road. It was a decent opening, but as time went on, it got to be a bit of a clusterfuck, and I was beginning to wonder, when is this going to end? And why are so many people interrupting? Coming in at number 2 is Michael Cole getting bitten by the rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold didn't do much this past Monday, but he definitely did enough to get under the collar of Michael Cole. Michael Cole's special guest referee, JBL, was given 2 stunners. Cole himself was covered in beer, and now it will be Stone Cold Steve Austin being the referee for Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole. Cole gets on my nerves, and if he eats a stunner at WrestleMania, that would be just fine with me. Now, as you can see, I'm not really adding any videos this week. I want to see how the first video edition goes, but I just want you guys to tell me if the videos are needed or not. Please feel free to do so. But in any case, Stone Cold Steve Austin made a really good impact this past Monday night on Raw. Hearing his music was great again. Seeing him march down to the ring was great. And I was just happy to see and feel more nostalgic like I did with The Rock and Kevin Nash and Booker T and Trish Stratus. It was another great reason to bring somebody back and add to WrestleMania. And finally, our last and #1 entrant here on the countdown is the electrifying appearance of The Miz as Raw went off the air. The guy tweeted earlier in the night saying that he wasn't going to be on Raw, he was boycotting it. Then, as John Cena was delivering his R&B promo to The Rock, The Miz showed up, delivered 2 great title shots to the head of John Cena, hit him with a skull-crushing finale, and proved Michael Cole to be right about one thing. The Miz isn't an afterthought, he is the only thought. This young man is really moving up the ladder. He is the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, and he is definitely showing that he is a great heel. He is a great heel champion. And seeing him call out The Rock and do what he did to John Cena this past Monday was great. It was deserving of our #1 spot, and I want to congratulate Miz on making it to the #1 spot for the first time. He's been on our countdown before, but it's just good to see that all his hard work is paying off.